Greetings gamers and welcome back to Megatropolis, a Transport Fever playthrough. So I've been having a look at what's going on since the last episode, and I've got two main challenges that are holding me back. One is I have to keep these cities growing if I'm ever going to get a chance to completely fill these quads. And of course the second thing that goes hand in hand in that is the amount of money I have. And early on in the game, when it's the Steam period, it is a little bit more of a challenge to do things very fast. But I think I have a solution. So we're going to take a look at that. Right, when I left you last time, it was around 1872, 73, and you can see I was struggling to make much money at all. I've since done a couple of things, and as you can see we're now up to 1.33 million, which is still nowhere near enough, but it's a step in the right direction. So what I've been doing is I will just show you basically by doing it as well. So down here we've got M18 and Rivendell up here, so I'm going to put a route in to Rivendell from M18. So let's pop in a route. We'll start with, I always like to have a bus stop at the start of the city coming in and out. And then I think we'll go round kind of like that. So let's aim for over here and then through the middle here, I think. And then one down here. So we can have a nice loop going down there. Already got bus routes going around here. Now this route will connect up with the train station is the idea. So let's have a line going through there. So we're going to go from Highfield Road to St John's, School Lane and Mill Lane, back through Highfield Road. And then we're just going to go around the three existing stops that we already have in Rivendell, come back out, and that should go back to Highfield Road. That's it. Great. So that's that line in. We need to put some vehicles on it. So I think we can probably just use this one here. We're going to use these new I have no idea how to say this. La Obisante. That sounded more Italian than French, but I apologize to all the French people out there. If somebody could tell me phonetically how to say that in the comments, I would really appreciate that. We'll go for 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll stick those on line 1. Okay, so hopefully when that gets going, it won't make a huge amount of money, but it will help with the growth of Rivendell, as it's another connection to that city. So I have tested this out already. If we pop over the top here, I guess we want the line manager. You can see I've added 2 routes here. And they're just line 4, line 5 at the moment on here. I didn't want to name anything so we can see them. And you can see here already they are making a little bit of cash. Not a lot, but that's not the main point. If we take a look at Doomstat and we look here, you can see I started doing these around 1873, and it's picking up the population along with both the jobs and the shopping, as it's bringing people in from around here, and on top of that it's adding people onto the loop, so the demand for the trains is even higher. So that's helping us out a little bit with keeping the cities growing. So I did those 2 up there onto Doomstad, and then I also added this one down to Gotham City as well. We can take a quick look there. And you can see it did picked it up quite a lot, but now it's flatlining again. So we just got to keep going with stuff, I think. to keep that growing. So the other thing I've been working on is I've added in a second line to the DC loop. So now we've got a clockwise and an anti-clockwise. And just because of the way I like my setups with signals and everything, I had to swap round the clockwise and the anti-clockwise. So now on DC loop, oh, I didn't rename that one, but now the DC loop is counterclockwise, the original one that I had, and the new one I've added in is going to be clockwise. So let's just update that. No vehicles yet, but I should have hopefully some money. Let's have a look and we'll see what we can buy. I think we can get rid of this for the minute. So I was thinking that as this is clearly a very fictional playthrough, we should use some fictional trains as well. And this one is within my current budget limits, 37 miles an hour, and I've checked already, it does actually go 37 miles an hour, unlike some of the earlier steam trains I was using where it said they were going to go 35 and they didn't, which also caused me a few problems. Good power, good tractive effort for this era. So we're going to take that, the UK 440. We'll have a good look what that looks like when it comes out. And then for wagons, I think we're going to go with, we've got a couple of new ones now, but they're really expensive and really heavy, and I'm just not ready for them at this moment. But this extra mod, the GWR coach that I loaded, is going to be perfect. So 8 passengers, the old one took 6. The Bavarian car takes 8 as well. But we've seen a lot of Bavarian, these early ones, or similar to Bavarian I should say. But this one is also 37 miles an hour, which does fit with the train, which is also important. 10 tons, 7 tons, it's quite a bit heavier, but we've got the power. So I think we're going to do this, and I think we're going to go with we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, so 16, 24, 32, 40, 48 is what the existing trains hold, I believe. Yep. So we're going to go and try and push it a little bit more than that. So 48, 56, 64. That doesn't sound right to me for some reason, but it is 64, I believe. So let's get that out. Set line, and you're going on the new DC loop. Let's watch it come out. Waiting for a free path. Oh, I need to put in a slip switch there. It feels... Oh, be quiet, please. It does feel very slow when you're playing it on normal speed after you've been playing it on a faster speed. Let's turn around this way. Nice shot here. Look at this. Thanks, autosave. 2 trains passing. That's really cool. We'll just grab a screenshot of that. Don't know if I can use that, but it looked pretty good. So let's have a look. We'll get you coming into the station. Now I don't suppose there'll be many passengers, if any passengers, waiting, because we've just launched him out. But let's come down nice and low and have a look at him as he pulls into the station. Here he comes. I'm guessing nobody got on there, but we'll have a look in one moment. Let's just see it come around the corner. Nope, nobody got on. Okay. Let's follow along for a little bit so we can have a quick look at this engine. I won't go in too close for too long because of the noise it makes, but it is nice when you get in that close. Look at that. What a lovely engine. Completely fictitious, as I say, and our poor driver is still standing with no cover whatsoever, getting covered in soot and smoke. Yeah, I have noticed as well that the smoke doesn't quite come out of the chimney, so it looks okay from that angle. But when you come around here, the smoke is slightly off, which is a bit of a shame. I did read some comments that it's an issue with how they create the mods. So he's off, and let's see if there's anybody at the next station. So we'll speed up a little bit. Hopefully there'll be somebody waiting for us. Just slow down. Whoa, that's like a time warp. Speed up. And here we go. Coming into the station. And is anyone going to get on? That is the question. 5 people. Wow, that's pretty good. I'm actually quite pleased with 5 people. So we'll leave him alone for a bit, I think. And after maybe a year or so, hopefully they'll be making some profit there. I would like to get a second train on that line, because I imagine that the frequency is, yeah, 9 minutes. That's pretty low, but we need to get some more passengers first, really, before we can do that. So what else is going on here? As I said, I need to make some more money, so I've got a plan. That plan involves what might seem a bit counterintuitive, which is I'm going to put a line over here. Now, that is part of my grander scheme of things, but what we really need to do is get some freight moving. So we are going to, not there, because I've got my map around the wrong way. We're going to put a line across here. What we're going to do is we're going to connect up this oil, or this crude I should say, with this fuel here, but we're going to bring it down through between those 2 fields, around here and to about here, and then we'll truck the last bit, and then when the train's coming back we can go back past here and we can drop off the fuel at M16, M17, M15 that is, sorry, before picking up the next load. So I do want to get on with that. I'm sure you've all seen things being created before, so I will go into time lapse to do that, and I will do the voiceover afterwards. So let's get going. I'm going to get on with that, and I'll talk to you again in what will to you be a few moments, and for me will be quite a long time, but let's see how long it takes. So let's start by putting in our end freight station. I didn't want to put it all the way down by the fuel industry because this is going to be part of another line in the future. So I just wanted to take it to that point, and then we'll use horses for the last bit. Second station going in, this one's a passenger one, so that I can drop off fuel but also use it as a passenger line. Just stretching the road out a bit here. I wanted to add in a place to put some expansion on either side of the station, as that's a popular area. Third one going in, just get that road out the way, and we will add in another station here which is a passenger, and there we go. So just hooking in the end point now with the last station, which is a freight station of course, so that it can pick up the crude. Bit of a deep trough there that I didn't notice when I first did it, but I sorted it out in the end. Double track up that part, just increase the station to 4 platforms there, so I could run a separate passenger line if I want to. Now I tried to bend the track around this area to follow along with the road and also cut nicely through the fields. Does add a bit of character to the line. Just trying to hook it up there and realizing I'm out of cash, and then I was waiting, and then I suddenly realized, of course, that I do indeed have cash in the bank, so I borrowed some money for that, and then that allowed me to carry on and get the line finished. Just double tracking up to the next station. Of course the roads get in the way when you try and double track, so I had to delete that road, put it back in afterwards, And the last bit, now here I'm just trying to go around the contour of the small hill that's there. Again, adds a little bit of character, but I wanted to keep the speed at the maximum 75 as well. So it took a couple of attempts, but got there eventually. So all done, just adding the endpoint there. And then of course we need to pop in our signals. And for me, I always like the signals on the right. And I always put a signal right before the station as well, so that of course if it backs up, the next train is ready and waiting to go into the station as the previous train pulls out. So that's all the signals in, just setting up the line, just putting it in red for fuel. So that's in as well, fitted straight in without any playing around with it. So just popping in the depots now for the horses, and then I'll set the line up for that. And I tried to get it on the end, but I couldn't. I had to put it around the corner. But that's all okay. It's all in and working. So I'm going to hand you back now to me. Okay, so that's the line put in. So as you can see here, we pick up crude here. We whiz all the way down to here, drop the crude off, pick it up with the trucks, take it down, drop it off, bring back fuel, put the fuel back on, drop the fuel off at these two cities, and then we're back at this end ready to pick up some more crude. Super efficient route. I'm sure you've done many similar yourself, but that should really help, I hope, with the money situation. So we need to put in a depot and we need to get a train going. So let's pop that over there for a minute. I want it to go straight in to there. So we probably want a depot just along here, like so. I tend to like putting them next to the track for some reason, which normally bites me on the arse later in the game when I have to move everything. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's move him over here a little bit. Let's pop it here for now. It looks like he's a bit off the ground. It's a bit strange, but let's pop him here and connect him up. To there. Okay, trains. What can we do with the funds we have? Let's buy some trains. And now we need something that's got the pulling power, but that's a bit pricey. That's a bit pricey. KEB2, that's a bit more reasonable. 250 kilowatts pulling power, that's pretty good. Tractive effort 50, that looks quite good. 100,000 cost, 43 miles an hour. It's not the fastest. That's 31, which is slower. I think I'm going to have to go with that one. Yeah, it's better than the Prussian. And speed is better. Let's go with the KEB2, Austrian Express, Elizabeth Railways, apparently. Let's get one of those. Now, wagons. We've already moved on to the larger tank cars, which is actually quite helpful. Those small ones are pretty useless, and then you have to upgrade them all. Anyway, so what can we pull with this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that's 8's quite a lot, but I think we're okay. And what I'd love to do, which I can't, is clone that train. We're a long way from that. Okay, so let's set the line there, line 2, and out it comes. So I think we're going to need to Well, I hope it's coming. Oh yeah, there he is. Let's through the smoke. Just trying to get on the side where the sun is, so we can watch him coming out. This is a KEB2. Interesting sound. Nice looking engine though. Oop. Wow, that's a bit of a steep drop into the... I never realised that the station dropped that much. That's a massive drop. Ah, or is it just that it's carved into a hill by the looks of it? I'll have to deal with that later, but it seems to be okay. Let's set that to wait, because there will not be very much there at all. Are you functioning? Line usage, no. Is it because I don't have my horses on over here yet? So there's no completed chain. Could be. Let's put some road vehicles on here. We'll go with these European horse carts, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not so far. I think 6 will do for the moment. And set line. I believe it's 6. Boom. Ah, why is that line not showing at all? There we go. So that's working. So that should take any crude that comes from here down to here and into there. Line usage, no. What's going on over here? Anything? Line usage, no. What have I done wrong? I'm sure you can see something that I can't. So we're waiting to pick up the crude. And it's saying line usage, no. Why will you not activate? That's in range, obviously. Having said that, it's not lighting up. Ah, there we go, yes it is, I think. So click off something else. Ah, production, yes, thank you. Gosh, that was a bit slow. That had me a little worried there. Maybe it was waiting for these to get into there by the looks of it. So, yes, 20 oil, fantastic. So we've got 20 oil going there. That's going to go down to the far line, I hope. I'm going to fix these roads while I'm sitting around waiting. That can go across there, and that can be hooked up to there. Maybe I should use a street connection. There we go. And there was somewhere else here that I broke the road. Let's see if we can get across there. Boom. Yep. There we go. Obviously I'll replace all those with bridges when the time's right and when the money's right. How are we doing? You on your way yet? Nope. 35, 36. Kind of keen to get him moving, but also it's better to have a full load. So let's speed it up a little bit. What's this complaining about? We've fixed all this. Right, we're off. Oh, that's fixed one problem. think I fixed these now, but maybe it just takes a little time to register. We'll close that for the minute. Okay, so he's whizzing along. Should we do a bit of first person? Out of the dip. Let's slow it down a little, I think. I must learn the hotkeys for that. There we go. 40 miles an hour. 41. Zooming along. Oh, signal's up. Thank you very much. Let me through. And it's a little bumpy around here. And up the hill, 43. Can we keep our speed up? Going up the hill. 42. We dropped 1 mile an hour, and then we're down the hill. 43. 44. We should get up to max speed without too many problems then, by the looks of it. I can't remember what max speed was, but it's around 40-ish, wasn't it? So, through our first station, we're not stopping here, because we're heading straight on with our crude. Another a little excessive cut into the landscape there. Let's watch the signal up. Thank you very much. And through we go. A little windy, but it adds a bit of character to it. And here we are. Let's drop off the crude and let's hope somebody's here to pick it up. There we go. Fantastic. He's picking it up. Whoa, you. Come back, come back, come back. We don't want you disappearing off. We're going to have to put that on weight as well. Come back. Now this is going to be a bit of a wait because we're going to have to take it all the way down here, process it, bring it all the way back. So I think we're going to have to just let that run for a little bit. I didn't notice what we got for that, but it must have been quite a bit because we're up to 3 million. I'm going to repay 1 million so that we can keep away from that top end of the loan. Now, while that's doing what that's doing, I think we're going to go back to our DC loop and put another train on over here, because now I have some cash. And of course it would be right as the... Nope, not that one. We want this one, don't we? DC loop. Where's the... There he is. Nope, not that one. This one. So we pause it just there for a moment. That's the one coming around this way. So we're going to put another one of those on to get that frequency down. It's the made up fictitious one, right? Yep, UK 440, which is that one. And 8 wagons. 8 wagons, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are you? There you are. Can I get one more on? 8. Yes. That was a little close. DC loop. Off you go. Hopefully he's coming out. Yep, he is. We'll pop down and have a quick look. It's a bit scary, but I do like it. And the light is great off of the tank. It's very nice. Let's see how many passengers we get going through the first station. So we'll watch that. That's a nice shot there going past. Hello. Hello. Gosh, what nice carriages you have. Yes, they're better than yours. So let's see how many people is he going to pick up coming through here. And that's gonna... oh, 36. Not bad. It's not a full load, which would be great, but that's not too bad. Okay, we'll let that go, and we'll go back and have a quick look at our oil situation. Is our train still waiting? Yes, good. As he should be. Looks like we've got something going on here. Oh, okay, that's more crude to be taken down. Are you making any progress here? Not yet. No fuel. Oil should have a little bit. But of course it will store it up before it decides to send any back, right? So let's just watch this truck deliver. Truck. Horse and cart. Come on, horse and cart. You have to go faster than that, and we should see it appear over here with any luck. Boom. There it goes. Dun dun dun. I do like these little animations where it makes the car go. Oh, excellent. We've got some fuel to go back. Is our train still waiting? No, he got bored. Sorry, mate. You're going to have to come back and wait for a little bit longer. I do need him to take some fuel back. Otherwise, we're just going to end up with an empty train, and that will cost us a lot of money. So hopefully somebody is now on his way back with some fuel. There we go. A massive 2 fuel. And what's going on here? Anything left? Looks like there's still quite a bit left at the station. I may need some more horses on here. It's just when it's not filling up, that's quite a waste. But it may be what we have to do. Let's have a look. See, there's still quite a bit there. I need it to get down a bit quicker than that. Let's put another 6 on. 1, 2. You go back and wait, please. 2. I've got 2 black horses, 2 grey, and 2 brown. There we go. Set line 6 that is, so we'll put a few more on there. They're not really going to do a lot, but what can you do? He's having a go there. Where's he off to? Oh, he's bringing it down at top speed. Come on, can't you go any faster? We've got to get this oil delivered. Sparky is waiting for it. Okay, I think we'll leave it there for today. We've made some really good progress, and now the money is starting to come in, but I do need to let it run on for a bit. If you enjoyed this episode, please give me a like, a subscribe, anything to help me out. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.